We're back, ladies and gentlemen, for the third hour of our fourth session of Masks. You have just breached the corridors of the compound of the Vigil, and now it is just a short while from here to the lake chamber. So as you pick yourselves up and dust yourselves down, what do you do?
Turn back into a human.
Yeah, turn from an octopus into a human. Your weird ass powers.
Not that weird.
I'm just quickly glancing if everybody's okay. If everybody's okay, I'm like, come on, there's no time to lose. And he starts running again.
Yes, let's run really fast.
Because he's man on a mission.
Nice. So we see we turn the page, and the following shot is a from within the lake chamber shot of the door. As the door slides open, and all of you like look into this place that we have only heard in mention, and that we know that Starlight and Finn have been in before. And I imagine the lake chamber being this like a very wide room, octagonal in shape, with a vaulted ceiling, and in the middle of it is like this circular pool with a series of steps leading up to it, and supporting the vaulted ceiling are like are pillars with what's it called? It's called an atlas when it's a guy holding the pillar up, but it's like with atlases and the female variety of atlases that I forget what they're called.
Mm-hmm.
But it's basically like pillars carved in the form of people, who are like, of course, important ex-members of the Order. And in like opposite the door, on the wall, holding up the quote-unquote central pillar, as opposite the direction of the door, is of course a carving of King Arthur Pendragon. But all of that and all the splendor and the majesty of the lake chamber that would normally be here, and the calm, serene feeling, is presently like muted, and instead your focus falls on the one thing out of place. Namely the fact that the waters of the lake chamber are running black instead of clear, and standing, or I should say, sitting hunched at the edge of the waters, very like basically just squatting, like not particularly dramatic, but just squatting next to the waters. Is a gentleman that you have heard of, although I don't know that you've ever seen him before.
No, I didn't.
I see. So the figure stands up and like basically
I've already seen a picture of him.
Probably. This looks
so this
like
is your Uncle Soren. We don't like him.
Indeed. This is of course Soren the Shamed, Soren the First Watcher. He is he stands up and he turns around, and the thing we immediately notice as the viewing audience is that we notice his footwear. We notice his very distinctive boots he's wearing that we have seen in the last 3 issues of this comic book. Every time it has been basically in the aftermath of stuff you have been doing. First time picking up the crystal shards left over from your battle on the roof. The time following that, it was picking up the briefcase when the entire block got smoked by sedative poisons. And now realizing that these are the boots of Soren the Shamed, we appreciate the rest of him, clad from head to toe in like. Basically, he looks like he's wearing black military wear. Like, it's that kind of like cargo pants, right? Is it called cargo pants? I don't know what I'm talking about. Like, you know, the loose fitting like military pants.
Yes,
Yes,
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. He's wearing some kind of padded vest, not like a big thick bulletproof vest, but like some kind of padded shirt, and then a long black duster. His hair is His hair is like this dusty fair, like where it's blonde, but it's not golden, right? It's like this muted color.
Like a dirty
Dirty
blonde.
blonde?
Yeah, dirty blonde is the right word. And of course he has the asshole, like the asshole beard of all villains, right? He has the mustache into a goatee.
Yeah.
Of
Turns
course.
around and looks. He looks to be, how old is this guy again? He has to be like in his 40s now or something, right?
That's about
6,000
that.
years old.
Yeah. So he stands up from his like position squatting next to the water. He has like had one hand into the pool's waters. And as he pulls it out, the water runs ink black from his fingers. And he turns around and like looks at you, cracks a pleasant looking smile and doesn't really say anything. He just like gives you a moment to arrive and catch your breath. What do you do?
I would just like make like 2-3 steps forward and like something like, "You filthy traitors, step away from the lake."
Yeah, when Vigil says that, I kind of like look to him like, so this is Soren?
Ah, I see my reputation precedes me.
Wait, who is Soren?
Yeah, who's that?
I kind of like look at those two, like, apparently he's a
I-
traitor to the Vigil.
Right.
I just not like, I explain later.
I desire to assess the situation.
So I'll let you do that.
Standard protocol.
I'm gonna have him say his piece, then you can read the situation. So he when you say like he's a traitor to the order, he says, "Am I now? Well, that is very interesting, isn't it? I thought you would have told them, or at least someone would."
What?
Yeah, I like whisper to Vigil, like, what's he talking about?
I'm explaining like, told them what? Who are you talking to?
It is interesting. So, I don't know what I had expected, but I guess I should not be surprised that the Order have quelled my motivations for their so-called betrayal. The truth is that I was the only one willing to do what was necessary. The others saw it as a breach of their traditions. I would have thought you would respect that. You seem to not be as locked down as the Elder would want. He says, and he looks to your team, right? He's like, you are not really individual. You are like a superhero with a superhero team. You are not playing by the book. So,
Well, actually, he is playing by the book. It's called Legacy.
I'm looking at it like, well, like my mother's like my mother's are with the Elder itself. With itself does not justify you releasing the dimensional horrors upon this world.
releasing the horrors. Sweet boy. They have lied to you. They have always lied. I do not wish to release the horrors. I want to use them. I want to use the power that the others leave resting here. They spend your life defending against this creature when they could end the threat once and for all. Why don't you help me? End the vigil. Kill Titan, and there shall be no need for you to stand vigil any longer. You may assess the situation now.
Yay!
Let's see me fail.
Go, Sparrow, go, go!
Hit.
Oh, that's actually a hit.
Ask me a question.
How do I murder it?
And
No.
it can't be relating to my favorite color or the airspeed velocity of unladen swallows.
Aw.
Or the capital of Assyria.
I think I will go with what here is the biggest threat.
What here's the biggest threat? You would think this guy, but you in this moment of like perceiving the room, you recognize a malevolent shifting in the dark waters. And it is something, whatever lurks in those waters embodies an aspect of Black Raven. There is something about that water that is intrinsically tied to Black Raven. And by its presence alone, it is actually way more dangerous than this guy. Even though you don't really understand the scope of who he is, there is just that feeling of like, no, the water is much more scary.
I think in that case, Sparrow grabs Nightshade's arm, not forcefully, just kind of for support, and says or whispers, "There's something in the water. I think."
Turn my head and say, "What is it?"
I don't know, but it's definitely worse than he is.
Like while they're like exchanging the whispers, I'm like shouting like something like, "Yes, controlling the Titan, destroying the Titan. You tried it 17 years ago, and you failed. You failed. What makes you so sure that you will succeed now?
I would not have
you
failed
the order, and you failed everybody else. You're a failure."
He bites at you. He's like, I would not have failed if your short-sighted peers hadn't stopped me. If they had lent their aid or just left me to my own devices, I would have succeeded. With your help, we could do it.
Well, clearly you were not strong enough.
Why don't
I
you...
don't know. I don't know how you ever became a first watcher. That's a fucking joke.
He grins at you and gestures to the water. He's like, it's not strong enough, am I? Look, boy. Look how long the strength of the vigil got them. Behold the pool as it could be. Now who is not strong enough?
Yeah, well, yeah, I know. I'm not seeing you using any powers. You clearly made a pact with something you don't understand.
He laughs and shakes his head. If you will not join me, then there is no need to keep you around.
Does the pool seem to be stirring?
The pool seems to be stirring, yes.
I wish to attack the pool.
I wish to attack the darkness.
Yeah.
Tell me about your attack on the pool.
I think as the pool begins stirring, Sparrow gets a sort of panicked look on her face and makes a move as a swarm of birds fly out from her cave into the waters.
The swarm of birds emerge from your person and shoot toward the pool. And in a flurry of motion, Soren is between the pool and them, knocking all of them down with very deft, very quick martial arts hand moves.
We need to stop that pool right now.
Immediately when he's distracted, I'm just going to like tackle him.
Please don't fall in the pool.
You dive towards him, basically tackle towards him. He leans into your tackle, like flowing with it, and Tai Chi's you sideways. As you regain your footing, and like can catch your awareness of like where you at and what's happening, he spins on the place, sending a roundhouse kick towards you.
I think that in this moment, Nightshade uses the "I'll save you" again to push Vigil out of the way.
Woo!
During this time, I think he was following right behind Vigil and going after Soren.
Nice. All right, so your defense succeeds. You kick Soren out of the way, or like you not Soren. You get Finn out of the way.
I like that Soren is about to kick, and you go. Then you kick him out of the way instead.
A lot of kicking going on. Savati after school special. All right, so take your bonus for succeeding.
All right. I'm gonna clear my angry condition.
All right, so you cease being angry, and instead you become what?
I was gonna see if I could reveal my secret identity to Soren.
Ah, that's so good. So, how does that happen? Because I know how it happens if you don't.
You can go ahead and go with it.
All right. So, you dive sideways into Vigil, pushing him out of the way as the roundhouse kicks comes around, and realizing that he's like not hitting, like he's not gonna hit his target, and like incredibly fast, Soren shifts his momentum, and the roundhouse kick stops midair and becomes like a downward axe handle kick. As he like clips you across the face, your mask falls to the floor, and you have like a gash in the side of your cheek.
Nice.
Ow.
You don't take a powerful blow because I will honor the fiction of your move, but you do get winged, and the mask falls from your face.
That happens quite a lot. You should get a better mask.
No,
Just get it embedded in your face.
He cocks a grin at you, and he's like, "Huh."
yeah. At that, I lunge at him and try to engage him in hand to hand because I am a boxer. So.
Oh.
Yeah. Ooh.
What?
Since the boys are busy, I think Sparrow will probably somewhat forcefully pull Starlight's hand and say, "We need to stop the pool."
Well, Starlight would actually understand if she says it's Black Raven.
I
Because
think,
she's already said everything about her doom to her.
actually, you know what? I think as she touches Starlight, there's a scream of Black Raven just passing through them.
Okay,
so
well, that
that's like
changes everything.
That's like, as you grab her hand, the background, like where we imagine like there being a stone background, instead there's like this deep purple background with a black silhouette of a raven on it, and then like the automatopoeia for like a raven screech.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. She is now fully aware. Okay. Let's do this shit. Let's do this.
I imagine Sparrow looking more and more panicked.
Okay. Sparrow no likey. I know likey that Sparrow no likey. I'm attacking that pool.
Very good.
This is so great because the people who know about Soren are dealing with Soren, and then people knowing about Black Raven are dealing with Black Raven.
That's actually true.
It makes all kinds of sense.
So I'm attacking that thing, and it's never gonna stand up again. That pool is gonna get it.
So we see the two of you basically like powering up to nuke the fuck out of the pool.
Yeah, I still have burn,
Yes.
so I'm using that on it.
Yep. So
Go to shreds.
we see you charge your powers, but more importantly, Finn sees you charge your power.
Uh-oh.
Finn, your friends are about to destroy the lake.
No, just the water. The water is bad. It's black.
A friend would be like seeing this to power up is like he'll probably be like something like it's like don't Starlight, you doom us all.
Yeah. Do you want to do something else than shout at her, or are you trying to provoke her to not attack it?
Either that, or probably I would try to defend the pool. Either that.
Yeah.
Oh, this is just turning chaotic.
Man.
Um. Uh. I would say I would. Okay.
Oh,
What can I try to do? Can I try to push Soren in the way so he gets the hit?
You could try,
Oh,
but
nice.
what if you fail?
Then I get the hit? Or
No, if you fail, then the pool gets hit. Are you gonna gamble with that chance? I'm just asking because I want to know what are you going to do
That's
about
the-
this threat to the lake pool?
Hey, Daniel.
Yes.
Seeing as they are not actually people, they are in fact psychic presences. Would they count as a person or as an object?
Are you referring to Black Raven or to White Sparrow?
Both of them.
Both of them count as people.
Okay.
But Black Raven is a different beast entirely, because if Black Raven ever arrives, it means that White Sparrow dies. So
It's more, would she count as an object or would she count as a person?
that would depend on what it is you're trying to accomplish. I would say both within reason, but
Okay.
mostly I would say like a person.
Alright, she's a person, never mind.
yeah, sure. Let's try to push him in front of it.
All right.
Like, oh,
Fail it!
probably will.
The fallout from that would be so epic.
So what we see is
Yeah.
we see Nightshade. You start engaging Soren in hand-to-hand combat,
Yeah.
which is a nightmare.
Yeah, I would imagine.
We see you we see you you're not being bad at it at all. We see you do you have the proper stance, you throw the right punches, but he intercepts your punches and does jabs on the inside of your arms. He steps back out of reach. He leverages the fact that he's fully grown. He's taller than you. He has longer limbs. He basically just
More experienced.
yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't even. It's not like he dodges you as much as he just kind of moves with your body. Have you ever seen the Metal Gear Solid game Snake Eater?
No, but it's making me think of Iron Fist on
Yeah, so-
Netflix.
So there is there is a kind of martial art, I want to say, being displayed in that game it's probably pure fiction. I don't actually know. But it's
Yeah.
they just call it CQC, which is close quarters combat.
Close
It's just
quarters combat.
Yeah. Just moving people around and taking jabs at them wherever they whenever you can. And that's basically the treatment you're in for. And then from the sidelines, as this is happening, arrives Vigil to push him in the way of this. And I am going to run this because it seems like it's appropriate considering the fiction, that this would count as the ideal time for you to throw a team at Vigil's attempt to directly engage a threat.
Yes.
Fail it!
Okay, yeah, so it's to directly engage.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna do with FIFA.
Okay, so it's danger.
Fail it. Oh.
So it's a 10.
Nice.
Aww.
Okay, so what I want to happen, I want to grab him in the waist, grab both of my hands, and basically using the power of my gauntlet, just lock them in. So I cannot be separated by...
Yeah.
Yeah, and just go with him in front of the energy blast that will be coming in.
You think she's gonna blast it?
Yeah. So you succeed on directly engaging the threat. So you can pick 2 options from this thing, right? You trade blows with the guy. What do you pick for your options?
I want to create opportunity for my allies, and
Which
I
is
want to
Starlight striking him with whatever he's doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And second one is impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
Right. It seemed to me that what you were also like the thing you describe yourself doing is taking something from him. In this case, you're taking his footing from him.
Oh yeah. So instead of impress, yeah, I will take his footing away. I'll take his mobility.
Yeah. You do the thing you set out to do, which is using these 2 in conjunction. That's perfect. So,
and basically he pushes him like to the middle of the room, and like just like pressing against him, just turns his head like, shoot him.
Yeah, you take advantage of like an opening as he's parrying one of Nightshade's kicks. You like, oh, I got you, and then you get in and you like lock a grip around him and you like bull rush him. You like push through and like get him in the right direction and like basically set him up for Starlight to like hit him or like get him in the way of Starlight's attack. Starlight, meanwhile, while Vigil is doing this to interpose Soren between you and the target of what you're doing, what are you actually doing?
Well, Starlight weren't going to use Reality Storm. She was just going overcharge and then reshape the environment.
Yeah, what did you intend to do?
Basically, she says that Black Raven is in there, and she is not supposed to come out. So I'm gonna snuff her out.
How do you figure?
She is in water right now. If I can encapsulate her in that water,
you mean
and keep
like,
her underwater.
You mean put a lid on the
then,
water, essentially?
No, put a lid around her and then squish her.
Oh, so yeah.
Use the water, make it dense, and then.
So I let's not roll for that because that would not work because Black Raven is not in the water. So you kind of reach into the water, I guess, and like realize that like the water is just the water. There is definitely something about it, like you sense it with your ability to feel cosmic stuff moving. You feel that there is something different to this water, but there is no person in it.
I think it's more
And
like
they
a
sail
portal.
past. And then they just sail past like, what? What the hell are they doing? Alright.
So yeah, what is your intention? Because as we know, like White Sparrow is definitely freaked to hell about that water.
Yes.
Yeah, well, that doesn't work. Okay, lid on it. There will be a bright shield of starlight on it now.
Cool. So we see like that Finn, your prediction of what is going to happen does not actually come to be. She doesn't blast the thing. She tries to change the environment around it instead. So you still have taken away his footing. You have still created an opportunity for your allies, but in this case, your allies would be White Sparrow and Nightshade to do something while you're holding him.
Oh, I'm gonna deck him.
Yeah, but meanwhile, first let us resolve the attempt at shutting the water in, and then we will resolve the powerful blow that Finn will be taking.
Uh-oh.
Ta-da! Well, that must be Freak to put a lid on it.
That's correct.
Unleashing powers. Silence. I clicked it.
Oh, try.
No. Click. Ah! There it was. Ta-da!
There we go. There's a hit. Awesome.
Ta-da!
So you successfully change your environment. So either mark a condition, or I will tell you how the effect is unstable or temporary.
I think since she... What?
Nothing.
I think since she's never tried to keep something in by, imposing her cosmic powers to lay over a lake, it's probably only temporary.
All right, so you like temporarily shut it in. So it's not. So the thing we see is not, for example, like the floor shaping it over. It's more like this sheet of your energy that you're putting a force field around the thing that you have to maintain.
She's not used to do that.
Exactly, and you realize that like it's not. There is some kind of violent shifting in the water that makes this really, really hard to maintain. You can like feel it as an assault on your senses. It feels greasy.
Yeah.
Ew.
So you cannot maintain this forever. However, meanwhile, in physical confrontation country, as you lock your arms around Soren and like push him in the way of the blast that is not coming, taking away his surety of footing, you get decked with a powerful blow. So let's have you roll plus your conditions and see what comes up.
But instead of that, when I take powerful blow from somebody with greater power than me, I can use never give up, never surrender.
Awesome! Tell me about that.
So I roll plus savior instead. Where is my savior?
The savior is gone.
You cannot save
Savior.
anyone.
And on a hit, you stand strong and choose one. I stand strong and choose one, and I can either choose you get an opportunity or opening against your attacker. You rally from the hit, and that inspires your team. Add 1 to the team pool, and you keep your attacker's attention.
Awesome.
So I will probably I'll get an opportunity against the attacker.
You go, Finn!
You get an opportunity or opening against your attacker. All right, yeah, cool. So, what you realize that you could do here is, I mean, so actually, do you have an idea for what this means to you? Describe to me like how you're engaging him aside from what you're doing. This happens in response to you. You lock your arms around him and like push him back. And he puts his, and as you feel like, oh, I got him, he like grabs you by the shoulders, and his knee comes rushing up towards your jaw. And in response to that, you manage to do something to get an opportunity.
So maybe I will just like tough up the knee. The knee comes up. But instead of full blow, I'm shifting my grip from his waist lower, and I like pull back and sweep him.
Right, so you got him on the floor.
Yeah. So basically, like the grip is released right now, but like he's on the floor and I'm over him.
And the sexual tension is
kiss.
thick in the room.
Between 17-year-old dude and a 40-something-year-old guy.
Don't be judgmental, brain.
As anyone who's ever seen any show knows, if there is tension between characters and they don't like each other, it's only because they want to fuck.
That is very true. Like, get with the tropes, yo.
So probably when I sweep him, and since the opportunity is there, like I will and my grip is off, I will generate like a dagger in my hand and try to like stab out him down, just like full anger in the eyes, just like or like no better, I will like hold him down, like generate a dagger, like pin him to the ground, and then I will look him in the eyes and ask, and be like, how do like? Well, I'm
saying something.
Yeah, I'll probably try to be like not interrogate him, but like be like, how do we like what do you really want? How do we stop this? And I will try to pierce the mask.
Oh, look at you.
He pierced the mask. Now it's your turn to pierce the mask.
Yeah, or I will literally pierce your mask with my dagger.
Yeah, you can make a pierce the mask move here. That's fine with me. Let's do it. All right, roll plus mundane. As you like nail the guy's one arm to the floor.
What happened to Captain Fail?
Yeah, I know. I'm asking one.
You can do it.
Unless you want to spend some team.
Yeah, unless some people try to spend some team and bump it to a 10, then on 10 I can ask three things instead of
I
just
would
one.
love to help, but I'm not sure how.
I would love to help, but Sparrow is in no condition to.
I definitely will walk up and I'll spend a team by drawing my sword and pointing it at him.
I have an idea. He can see that there is now a lid on the fucking pool. It's being held in. It's being held in. That's how I'm helping. Silence.
Okay.
Makes sense to me.
So 3 things.
So
First,
the 5 pool.
First, what are you really planning?
Yeah.
Second one will be how could I get your character to surrender?
Yeah.
And the third one is
Need ideas?
no, what it be like? What do you intend to do? I suppose. So, what are you really planning? What are you intend to do? And how can I get your character to surrender?
What are you
Aren't the
planning?
two
What do you-
first kind of similar?
Yeah, but
no,
they
because-
relate to different things.
Yeah, but the plan is like long-term plan, and what do you intend to do right now? You know, yeah. What's your intent right now? What are you doing, like physically?
Getting aroused.
Yeah. So what is his long-term plan? So I think you get this as you push him down and like nail his hand to the floor and so on, and he's like of course he grits through the pain, and you shake him by the collar and you ask him these questions, and he looks up at you like through clenched teeth, and he's like, what's he really planning? I'm gonna open this thing. There we go. I believe
He wants the love tree all to himself.
I believe I've already told you that, kid. I want to end the vigil. I want to make sure no one else has to stand watch all their life. I am going to kill Titan. And that is what you get from him, and also it's not just a matter of that's what he says. It's also like a matter of what you pick up on him, like how self-confident he seems, how there's no flinching in him. That is what he wants. He wants to use the power that he has, that he knows he can get from this place, and he wants to break the status quo. What is his intent? This you get basically from reading his body language as he does so, because after he said that, he keeps talking to you. He keeps asking you. He asks you like, "Are you sure you could help? There is so much more for you to do. So much you could do with your life if you didn't have to stand watch needlessly." And as he's saying this, although you get the sense that he means it, he's postponing. He is dragging time out. And the reason he's doing this, his intention is to keep you focused on him while the force field generator he is charging that is hidden in the room is building up to create a field around the pool so you cannot interfere with it.
Mm-hmm. And the third one, how can I get your character to surrender?
You could try to provoke him to like try things your way. Though that would be hard pressed to work. How else could you get him to surrender? You could completely immobilize him so he cannot fight back. That would lead to him surrendering, right? If he's neutralized, he will not keep struggling. He will give up and return to fight another day. But more, like chief of which is you definitely also get this one. You can also get him to surrender by joining him, like by saying like, if I join you now, we leave this place. You leave the pool. You leave my friends unharmed, and I will go with you, and I will like listen to you, and we will figure this thing out. If you do that, then he will stop what he's doing right now, and he will take you with him as his dark apprentice.
To consummate your love.
Quick question though. There is a fourth way he could make him surrender.
Go on.
That kind of ties into all of this immobilizing shit.
Go on.
There's a stasis rifle in Starlight's hand.
That has nothing to do with piercing the mask.
No, but that is also a way to make him surrender. If immobilizing, there is that.
Yeah.
I think it's not so much making him surrender as just taking him out.
Yeah.
Naturally,
True.
like so just to inform you, like you can try and use the rifle, but I'm gonna call on you to do something with it to make it work, because it's basically like unplugged from the power supply in the guy's suit.
Sure.
Remember, like there are cables between that and everything else. So yeah. But yeah,
That is true.
So that is you piercing the mask.
Go you!
So I guess my question is, at this moment, what do you do?
You could warn the rest of us.
Oh, because there is a possibility of me ditching my character and going with him. So it's like,
Yes. Become our enemy. All the angst.
like
It's like a Terra and the Teen Titans situation.
like I would probably still hold him by the collar and shout to the rest, like he's stalling for something. Find what he's protecting here, and then look him in the eyes. Why would I ever join you, you despicable creature?
So as the rest of you start looking, I guess, I don't know if you do, but as I assume that's what you're doing, he responds to your question by, if you don't know yet, you will find out.
Daniel,
Yeah.
I actually had something else in mind for Sparrow, although I guess it kind of ties in with it.
Go on.
Because Sparrow is still very focused on this pool, and I think she would like to not attack it so much as perhaps try and purify it.
Very cool. Tell me about that.
So she instinctively knows how it works. That she is the good feelings and Raven's the bad feeling, right?
Yep.
So she'll draw upon her experience with the love tree, and try and channel that. And as she does that, she'll kneel down, and a ring of wildflowers will appear around the pool, trying to use that feeling of love that she channeled earlier to cleanse the pool.
Interesting.
And I might say that, well, Starlight is not going to run around like a crazy, because we have to keep whatever is in this pool away from our place. It might actually buy them time.
Yeah, Nightshade is, I guess, the only one running around trying to find whatever it is that Soren hid.
So just while they're trying to, but because this will be happening at the same time, while they're trying to look for the shit, for the stuff, I'm basically like, oh, I'm so down with this, and then like crouching over him, and basically I project on my hands, I project two like knuckle dusters, like obviously oversized knuckle dusters, and you see Vigil just blank out, like whoever paying attention to him, he's just blanking out and just try to lash out on him, just try to fucking pummel his face until like.
Cool. Oh my god.
Basically, what I want to do, because it's not just directly engaging. I'm trying to vent my angry. I'm trying to clear the condition by hurting somebody, and I'm trying really to hurt him. Like, this is not superhero Vigil just trying to take down the villain. This is a very angry person trying to pummel some poor person to the fucking pulp.
I might add, he's not a poor person, but okay.
Well, you know,
I get where you're going.
Figuratively.
You are destroying something very valuable.
Those are like punches that make like those anime holes in the ground, you know?
Yeah.
If they hit.
You're grinding him to a pulp. At least you're trying to.
Yep.
Dude, you need anger management.
Daniel's typing has me nervous.
Yeah, I am making a custom move for Rasmus.
Uh-oh.
Go, Rasmus!
So that's what Finn will be doing. Whichever we resolve first is. Tipper tougher.
He's doing the tap dance. Tap, 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 tap.
St. Patrick's Day was yesterday.
Keep with the rhythm, Daniel. Oh my god.
You have to type in the rhythm.
Yeah. No, that's not the rhythm. You're completely ruining the dance, Daniel. No, he is tap dancing really fast. I am surprised.
You have to type in the rhythm of the night.
That was kind of funny.
Thank you.
He's really going to town on it.
There we go. Okay, I gotcha. So, custom move. While this is so let's honor what Sparrow is doing first. So, Sparrow, you behold the force field around the pool that has kept whatever is happening in it at bay for a moment, and gives you a chance to like bring your powers to bear. And when the force field goes down, you can attempt to like influence the pool as you intended.
Yeah, her thought is pretty much that, okay, this is off Black Raven, it's not Black Raven itself, so maybe I'm stronger.
Exactly. So, when you unleash your powers to purify the lake, roll plus Savior.
Yay! Go! Go! You can do it!
Believe.
Nice.
I rolled a 10.
Woohoo!
And this is where Daniel tells me it's reversed.
On a hit, you succeed and take a powerful blow and choose one. On a 7 to 9, choose one. So,
Okay.
You can say the pool is cleared, but something really bad happens. Now, the pool is already cleared by virtue of you rolling the 10. So you could elect to have something really bad also happen. You could choose...
I'm intrigued already.
You mitigate the blowback, don't take a powerful blow, mark 2 conditions instead. And the pool is cleared, but the pool's corruption speaks to you. Lash out against a friend, spending influence to hurt them.
I had to choose one then.
Yeah. The best choice for you is to mitigate the blowback, but you have the option of picking the others.
Yeah, and the one that sounds the most fun to me is the pool is cleared, but something bad happens.
You want that one?
Yeah?
Delightful. So, you
Also, I take a powerful blow?
yes, you do. So, first of all, describe to us you clearing the pool's corruption. Even if it doesn't happen right now, it could, but even if it doesn't, like, tell us of the thing that causes it to happen.
Yeah, so as I said, Sparrow tries to channel the massively positive experience she had earlier. And as she does, she kind of kneels down and puts her hands to the floor. And a line of wildflower, kind of similar to those that grows in her grove, spreads out towards the pool and surrounds it, and they begin glowing as she's concentrating. And I suppose slowly from the edges inwards, the darkness recedes as she fills the pool with love rather than malice.
That is awesome. And as this happens, we see like essentially what is white enter the pool. We see like the pool is black and it looks like you're pouring milk into it. And as water does, right? It billows out. It changes, like it takes shape. And the whiteness that enters the pool, in contrast to the blackness, makes the blackness take the shape of a raven.
Uh-oh.
Right, like, so it looks like the white you introduce, like, instead of the pool being entirely black, we can see a raven in the pool, and then the raven dissolves into the whiteness.
Aww. And of course I see that because I'm basically on top of the fucking thing,
Yes.
keeping it in.
That's exactly what you do. You see that.
And I imagine Sparrow lets out a sigh of relief just before the powerful blow hits her.
Yeah, absolutely. So as this happened, the blackness that we described, it as it recedes, it retreats to where you're sitting. Like it basically creeps out of the pool in your direction as you kind of like have to drain it out. And it coalesces at that one point, and then it just kind of erupts in your face as this like stream of bad vibes of like, to you it sounds like screaming, it sounds like ambulance sirens, it sounds like voices telling you to stay with us, kid. And it all comes in this like onrush of like purple wind, just like this violet night that billows over you.
So that's what it sounds like to me. What does it sound like to the others?
It sounds like a raven screech.
As I was hoping.
Yeah, and you definitely take a powerful blow. So let's roll your powerful blow.
Wait,
I have
so
to
what is
admit,
it really...
I'm kinda hoping for a 10 plus.
For what?
Oh, a 7.
So lash out verbally, provoke a teammate to foolhardy action, or take advantage of your influence to inflict a condition, or you give ground, your opposition gets an opportunity, or you struggle past the pain, mark 2 conditions.
I think the one that makes the most sense is struggling past the pain.
Alright, mark 2 conditions.
Because, I mean, unless I want to give ground to Soren, of course.
Don't worry, I already got that covered by something bad happening.
Oh, that's true, something bad happens. Because I can't really provoke anyone to do... I can't think of anyone for that, so I mark 2 conditions.
Well, you could yell out as if it hurts, and then poor Starlight thinks you're in pain and does something stupid.
Oh no. So oh yeah.
She
Go on.
knows what's going on. If she thinks Raven is in your face, it's just like, oh fuck!
I think she definitely does let out not it's not as violent as it could be, but definitely a sound of yikes, this is unpleasant. But I will mark 2 conditions.
Okay, good. So it doesn't have that effect. That is probably good.
And I will mark guilty and afraid. Because I'm clearly afraid to deal with Black Raven. And I'm very guilty that my issues and the stuff that I'm responsible for has seemingly led to this villain guy gaining power.
Very good. Very nice. So yeah, mark those 2 conditions, and then something bad happens. So
Oh yeah.
as you do this, as you clean the pool, and as the power like explodes out, and like there's this raven screech, there's a moment where all this bad vibes, all this evil, the darkness from Black Raven's emanation and corruption leaving the pool, just circulates in the room. And Finn, you're hulking up, ready to beat the shit out of Soren. And then the dagger that is nailing him to the ground changes hue and becomes dark purple. And then it dissolves in the air and vanishes into this tiny little black lightning bolt that courses through his hand. And then he looks at that, you look at it reflexively what is that? And he looks at it, he's like, what is that? And then he looks up at you and he cracks a smile as if an understanding comes to him. And he clasps his hands in front of him, and a shadow emerges from his hands and takes the shape of a staff. And he swings it at you, clocks you in the center mass, throws you off his person, and basically does the I'm on the ground but now I'm on my feet leap back up to standing position with the staff in his hand, and the staff dissolves into this black smoke and shuts around his wrists as bracers. But a weirdly distorted, malformed version of Excalibur. I've given him the power of the Shadow Excalibur.
Uh-oh.
So essentially, when he left the Order, his power was stripped from him. What just happened has cleared the lake, but has returned some kind of evil semblance of his power to him.
Uh-oh.
And he looks to his wrist for a moment, and he's like, huh. Well, this is a glorious day, isn't it?
Just don't fight me.
What do you do?
I'm just getting up on my feet, projecting. I would say long sword of my own, and it's enjoy enjoy it while it's last, and then just rush at him, trying to fence him down.
Yeah. You rush in, you swing at him, he, up comes the blade, turning your swing aside, in comes the slash directly at your throat. Nightshade, you're right next to him, what's up? What do you do? You see, a death blow come sailing towards Finn.
Yeah, I try to defend. Bring my sword up and block it from decapitating Finn.
Perfect. Roll to defend. Awesome.
Oh, damn.
Take a bonus of some sort and defend against him.
Yep. I am going to add a team to the pool.
Awesome. We tip the pool up to 6. And as you do so, I want to honor this in the fiction, but you did roll a 13. So I think what happens is you like the sword comes sailing towards towards yours. You bring up the block, and you manage to you parry it, and his blow you turn his blow aside in that last second. But as you look at your sword, there is a gash in the blade.
Okay.
Had you not rolled a full hit, it he would have parried, but it would have cut clean through your sword.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of stand there dumbfounded, that is not good.
He looks like he shares the same look with you. He's he looks for a moment at your sword just as you do, and he's like,
Huh.
this steak just keeps getting better and better.
Yeah, I kind of look from my sword up to Soren with the oh shit look on my face.
Oh, I could just see it for me. Haha! I did. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have the oh shit look on your face, and then in comes the swing of the blade, bends out of the way as a feint, and out comes his outstretched leg, heading directly for your center mass.
All right. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna try and dodge out of the way.
Well, I will try, since we are now fighting in tandem, I'll probably project a shield and Captain America style just toss the shield at his leg.
Hell yeah, roll to defend.
Did they become solid bracers on him?
Yeah, they did. Now
Okay.
as he's manifesting the sword, it does the same as Finovar's braces does, where it it magically just changes,
Oh
right?
my.
Where Finovar's has this shining light that that radiates out and becomes a weapon. This seems to be smoking out and turning into stuff.
Okay.
Yay, advancement!
Then I have an idea.
All right, let's see this. So let's look at. We've rolled so much defense, and I need to look it up every time. Oh, so you missed. That's right, you missed. Oh dear.
The shield.
Not even
hits,
I
hits
know what that does.
It's like White Sparrow or something. Just boink. But yeah,
No, not me.
I actually think Starlight is the one closest to you right now.
So as you Captain America the shield out, you throw it, and you do hit his leg. He doesn't hit Nightshade. So you do turn the hit aside, but it's just it hits, and then he immediately pushes his leg down on it, and the shield crushes under his boots. And you're that's not supposed to happen. And as it dissolves into light and returns to your braces, he looks to you not with a smile but dismissively. He says, "Poor boy, you are nothing compared to the mentors of the past. You're nothing compared to you're nothing. You are a lesser son of greater scions."
I'm
He is diminishing who you are in a major way and leveraging his influence over you. He's comparing you to your to the members who came before you.
okay.
Let's see.
That would be provoke, right?
Yeah, that would be either provoke or shift the labels.
He is using influence to try and shift your labels. He wants to shift your mundane up, and he wants to shift what embodies the vigil for him in his mind. What embodies the vigil?
Savior,
because
perhaps?
No. He opposes the idea of savior to probably danger.
Danger or superior. He wants to switch.
Superior probably.
Wants to switch your mundane up and your superior down.
Okay.
You can do it.
Is he basically
I think I'll actually. I didn't clear my anger.
as he belittles your very place in this here.
I think I will try to resist it. Gosh. Okay, what is the?
You think you will try to resist it. If you didn't, that would be stupid.
I can just accept the label shift.
When you
Oh, yeah,
reject
you could.
someone's influence, roll.
Yeah.
If you
I
hit,
just-
then you hold to yourself and tune him out.
Okay. Just flood. And will it be a fail?
There it is.
Shit! Double
Nice.
sixes.
Holy crap!
Like, I take no shit from you, boy!
On a hit,
Choose
successfully
two.
hold to yourself and tune them out, and choose 2.
Okay, so... So I will... Can shift one label up, one label down. I will shift my savior down, that's for one. Savior down and my danger up,
Yeah.
one. And second one, I will do the first option, I believe. Clear the conditional, mark the potential by immediately acting to prove them wrong.
Very nice.
Okay,
What do you
so I
do
will
to immediately prove them
I'll,
wrong?
I will clear my condition, my angry,
Yeah.
because I will channel all that anger. I will and I will mix it in the same place with spending all my potential that I had to unlock my moment of truth.
Are you
And
gonna pull a
immediately-
moment of truth on us?
And immediately use it.
Oh, that is amazing. Okay.
So he,
What
He
is your
basically-
moment of truth?
well,
Uh,
I unlock full suite of my powers, and basically I narrate the entire next scene without any rolls,
Yeah. So okay.
with obviously with the repercussions
Yeah.
later on.
All right. So you like he steps down on the shield. He taunts you. He like tries to leverage his influence on you. And you clear your angry, you calm down, you dismiss the dark side of the force from your mind, and like you get in tune with the universe or whatever you do in your order. And then for that moment, for that glorious moment, you manifest on your person your armor, like the armor that we know that your fellow members of
Okay.
the order like are all wearing, like their individual
Yeah.
looking armor. You manifest your armor, whatever that looks like. You get to describe that to us.
I will post. I will describe it, but I will also post a picture in the conversation.
So tell us what your armor looks like, and describe to us your godlike beauty, as that becomes a thing for the rest of the scene.
Yeah, that's actually
right.
that's actually a thing.
And then there you go. The scene is yours, sir. I pass to you
Okay.
directive control of the scene. Like you take charge here. I will give you like blowback on what happens in response.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So
Yeah, he's
basically, what it looks like, he just does his all like spiel with the like you are not worthy, like, and then we see just like he turns away to like face somebody else, like this, like dismissing me completely, in from behind him is like you dare to judge me? You dare to compare yourself to the masters of old? You who forsaken all that our order stands for, all that we have been created for, our eternal vigil, and you dare to compare yourself to them, to the pure blood masters. You, the half-breed initiate, and we pan the camera, like there's light starting beaming from behind him, and we basically start seeing the usual visual is gone, and we see this like giant, like he's like basically like adult size but even taller, with this giant gold-plated armor, the red, like the crimson cloak just like flowing in the air, obviously in a sense this like fiery longsword. He's like he levitates a little bit up just on the sheer power of awesome. And like he looks at Soren and like points hand at him, and he says, I will show you what the pure blood of the old masters can do. And what he does,
as you do that, he responds right by he looks at you, he sees your challenge, and to the unwary it looks like he doesn't like, it looks like he's not giving ground, but then we all see him like take a reflexive step back, and as you suddenly like manifest your armor, and he grabs the hilt of his own sword, and like the smoky tendrils of the braces like seem to erupt him and envelop him, and becomes like this dark full plate. Like it looks like he looks like the Black Knight, right? That's what he looks like. And he's like, "Very well, boy. Come and get it."
Yeah, and we see this like just this like Dragon Ball Z level clashes on like the entire room. Just they disappear and appear just like clinched. Like the sword crossed, and like we see just these flashes of light and probably like a little bit of explosion all over the room. And at one moment we see just him being like pummeled into the Soren being like pummeled straight into the ground. He like falls straight, hits the ground, makes a crater, and while still in the air, Finn just points at him like channels, and there's like Final Fantasy 15 like Bahamut style, like he points at him, and then all around him they start appearing this like tens, like hundreds of weapons, and just they all shoot towards Soren on the ground, just
right. And like
there's like,
yeah, go on.
They all like pummel into the ground. He probably doesn't get impaled, but
no, I think
gets,
you crack his armor.
Yeah,
like eventually, like the armor like starts bulging and then splitting and then cracking, and it basically like in not in the manner that armor would crack, but more in the manner that make it looks like it's made of some kind of like thick dark ceramic, right?
Or like glass. It like just shatters like glass, and he just falls to the ground, just smoking, and probably maybe either unconscious or immobilized.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, like in your moment of truth. When you like arrive at the end of that moment of truth, have you killed Soren or have you defeated him? Right, because
he will probably, because it's a moment of truth, he will probably just defeat him, and he like lands on the ground like straight in front of the King Arthur's like the giant figure, and basically in the same sense like holding his sword like to the ground, just landing. So we have that shot of him and the statue of King Arthur just behind him, like perfectly in the same position.
Oh, that is so good. Yes, that's
and after a moment, they just like after a moment of the scene, we see the whole armor thing like just turns into like gold dust and like flies into the side, and he probably just falls on the ground just exhausted.
The gold dust definitely like floats into the pool.
Yeah.
And yeah, absolutely. I don't want to gloss over like the importance. Like I want you to have the option of telling me a bit about like how Finn feels when in that moment of truth you decide to not kill him, because it is, I think, like just based on the fact that like you stabbed the dude with a spear the first like in your first conflict. You've like there's been a lot of like weapon-based violence, as one would imagine, and the fact that you like in your moment of truth, you definitely have the opportunity to like lay waste to this guy, but you choose not to. I don't want to gloss over the importance of that. That Finn's path of truth is one of not killing.
Yeah, he probably decides like he like that would like if it was like a TV series or like anime, he would probably have like this entire internal monologue with like the spirit of Arthur within him.
Oh god, can I ask the cheesiest question ever?
Yeah.
Are you going to kill him and then you see your friends hiding?
Yeah, maybe just friends like just looking at him, maybe like
The slow motion,
Yeah.
like the slow motion pan shot of the others like looking up, trying to like maintain like a look of where you are and what you're doing,
Mhm.
and then being
I
like,
think for Sparrow's case, she would probably actually be sitting in a corner with a sort of light screen to protect her.
Yeah. Oh, I know what is this. He lands on the ground with the shot of him being like on the with the Arthur figure, but then he raises his sword like to deal like the final like murder the murder blow. But then he stops. Then he stops, looks like straight in front between his like raised hands. He looks at his team that lies basically behind Soren, like stands behind Soren on the ground, and he like and he hesitates. He stops. He backs off, and then then he's like, no, that's not our way. And then the armor like disappears.
that is so good. That is so good. So, in the aftermath of this, the rest of you, of course, like, see the room slowly but surely being pounded into dust around you, right? Like, every flagstone cracks. All the statues, though the statues remain unfelled, they keep the roof up. Then, like, there are still, like, of course, like, some battle damage everywhere. But the lake remains completely still throughout all of it. Like, there is nothing to indicate that there is a struggle going on. It's just, like, this glass clear surface. And at the end of this, the radiance and the gold dust, like, falls off of Finn and, like, drifts on an unseen breeze from nowhere in particular into the water and mixes with it. And it stops being like this glass surface and instead starts like just flowing normally and like as if it's touched by the world around it again. And the waters glow brightly, as if now just realizing just now that there is someone in here. And you have a moment of like complete tranquility, where there's nothing else going on in the world except what's happening in here. And Finn is standing there, worn. And the rest of you are okay, you're unharmed. And strangely, I don't think you feel like you were actually in danger. In retrospect, like in the moment, yeah. But now that you like look at Finn, you probably realize that maybe you weren't in danger. What do you do?
Slowly lower the shield she had around her. And then just rushes over to Finn to see if he's actually okay.
I think, as I said, Sparrow is probably, sitting in a corner. And I think she has like a wing protruding from her back that she's used to shield herself. And as things calm down, that just kind of retracts. And instead she just kind of slumps forward and rests her head on her knees,
I would think
pulling
that
her
Nightshade
arms around
with
her. Sorry?
I said I was kind of thinking maybe Nightshade would be with her,
I mean, that could definitely make sense.
Aww.
and you were like protecting both of us.
That would definitely make sense.
Okay. Yeah, so when you like slump and put your head down on your knees, I just kind of like put my hand on your back. And
I
just sit
think
there
she
quietly.
is, she's shaking a little bit.
Yeah, I kind of turn towards Sparrow and say, "It's over now. I think we're safe."
Yeah. How's Finn?
Yeah, Finn at this moment, to give the moment some dramatic tension, he would probably, while the starlight is rushing through him, he would be like first like fall on his knees, exhausted, and probably would fall on his face, unless like fall on his face, just exhausted from like the just the sheer amount of energy spent, if I don't know. Like unless somebody catches him, he just face plants the ground.
I just imagine him, his knees hitting the ground, and if Starlight were there to catch him, his head would hit the ground, but his head would still be sticking up.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have an idea for like
Completely undignified.
I have an idea for the series of shots that end this issue. If no one has something in particular they want to do in this scene before I bring it to a close.
Well,
I think it's fine.
catch the man before he flattens his nose. That's about it.
Right, yeah, definitely. I think that's very appropriate that as you're about to fall, your team is there to catch you. And there is a moment of like just like a no speech bubbles, just picture of you in the very destroyed but still standing chamber, with the water glowing softly, and you like basically all of you like rallying around Finn, who seems to be very worn. And then we turn the page, and in the following series of pictures, in the following series of panels, we have like all of you basically like shouldering Finn. As like he can't walk under his own power, but you're still aware you're just too tired to walk, but you're like still there, you're hanging on. As you're like
I even accept a piggyback ride if somebody gives it.
But we
Well,
see
not
like
piggyback
we see you like basically the three of you like one like an arm over the shoulder of like Nightshade and Starlight respectively, and White Sparrow. You have a hand on his side and like make sure that everything is going fine, as he like you're essentially keeping him up and him dragging him. He's not even walking, his toes are like skidding across the ground like as you're keeping him up. And as you like emerge into Halcyon City from out the doors of the Vigil HQ, we have like a wide shot of the steps leading up to the place, and the stairs are like flanked by members of Vigil. And by the exemplars, like the 3 exemplars and the new exemplars, all of them like standing outside, and the exemplars like put a fist to their chest in some kind of salute, in recognition of what has been going on, and like they nod their head to Finn and to the rest of you, but it's definitely like it's for Finn, but also for the Halcyon City defenders. As you like walk down the steps, and like the different exemplars have different reactions. Captain Courage does like a proper American military salute.
Of course he
to
does.
as you walk by, and like the others have like different reactions. Like Watchdog upnods you and smiles. But like there's a gesture of recognition from everyone as you like walk down the steps. Bathed in the golden glow of a setting sun, and we end on a wide panel of like the rain clouds, the storm clouds that has been over Halcyon City, like clearing, and we can see the same like the same wide shot of the cityscape, but from your perspective, that we saw before, and we see like that the skies over your school way in that direction are clear, and there's just now like a setting sun casting its golden rays on you and like throwing long shadows. And that idyllic imagery is where we end the 4th issue, and the last issue in the first series of events, the 4-parter that was your first adventure, that was in the comic books.
Awesome.
Nice.
And what an ending!
Yeah, that was a good ending.
We got a moment of truth in the first force. That is amazing. I love that.
Finn went Super Saiyan.
Yeah, he did. That was awesome. I loved it.
And now he just has to get more responsibilities because everyone saw it because of stuff.
Of course.
Yeah.
No.
Everyone will know how cool you are.
Yeah, we're official now.
Yeah, that's literally the part of my moment of truth description. Is like, of course, after you prove something like that, you can still expect still more responsibilities to be placed on your shoulders.
Exactly.
Does that mean he has access to his full suit of powers now?
Not
or is
yet.
it only...
They
No,
were
it was
they were
only-
unlocked temporarily.
Okay.
It was
I
like
need to
for
say-
that brief shining moment where he confronted the ancient nemesis of his order, where he was face to face with an opponent so much stronger than him, who was enticing him to let go of his friends and come follow him, Finn was able to manifest like the full power of the Vigil, to draw on his full suite of power, to become the superhero that his predecessors have been, and that he was meant to be and to rise above. For that brief shining moment, he was that. And in the future of the game, he might be able to draw on them fully and permanently.
Cool.
In mechanical thing, I need to spend 1 advancement on that to unlock the full suite.
It was a perfect way. It was a perfect way, just completely up-wanting that bastard. You say
Yeah.
I'm not good enough? I'll fucking show you I'm good enough.
I think
At least I didn't spend like 3 episodes just screaming and powering up.
Will Vigil be strong enough to defeat Soren the Shamed? Will Namek be destroyed?
Probably.
Find out in 20 episodes.
I think for Sparrow the biggest fear is probably the research they'll go into what the hell happened.
Yes, that is an excellent question, isn't it? I guess we shall
And now you just
play
reminded
to find
Daniel.
out.
I'm
shit,
sure
I just
Daniel
realized
already
I don't have my mask on.
Oh yeah, you didn't have your mask on, did
Nope,
you?
I don't have a mask on.
I guess you could have had the opportunity to have a mask on. Maybe a piece of cloth from a certain lady's garment.
Yeah, there you go.
If you're talking about Misha,
Yeah, like
let me just
maybe
look.
Just make
piece
one
of
for
rib in
me.
your cloak or something like that.
I mean, it would be a very inefficient mask considering her cape and bottom cape is translucent.
I don't remember.
I made a picture of her. But I think she could have definitely taken a part of the black part of her costume, so maybe her sleeve or something.
Yeah, like just we have the opportunity to make that a thing. You don't have to like walk out there.
On the other,
face
the,
obvious.
the other way is like when we go out, and it is like this whole celebration, like, you know, everything is paid. Like while we're passing the Captain Courage, he's like poking Nightshade on the arm. It's like and like passes him the
Right.
Passes him the come again.
passing him like the mask or something. Just like there you
I
go.
could also have made a giant butterfly to sit on your face.
Oh, yeah.
Ah,
That's the way to go.
do that.
That is obviously the way to go. Alright, so let's
Cat on face.
go with this. So when
Butterface.
alright.
Your new hero name, you're no longer Nightshade, you're Butterface.
It's not a butterfly, it's a butterface.
I mean I need to make Butterface a villain now.
Well, that's how the young exemplars can be calling you when they see you.
Alright, so we end the session. Finn, did you feel you grew closer to the team, grew into your image of yourself, or grew away from the team?
I think I grow just closer to the team, just with the entire like back and forth, and with that back and forth with like the whole tandem combat and like our cooperation in the like. I basically, except like White Sparrow, I think. White Sparrow, I cooperated like heavily with every single member of the thing. No, even with the White Sparrow, but of course White Sparrow saved me from the electric floor.
What
So it's
character made you feel most welcome?
I think it was Starlight because she trusted me enough to shoot a beam of death energy at me.
Yeah, right. The Starlight like broke away
Yeah.
from the team in the last session, and now she came back. But not only
Yeah.
did she come back, she was also like immediately just on board with what you said. Like, I need you to go up there, I need you to suck down space energy, and I need you to fire the Death Star laser directly at my face. And she was like, I'm on board with this plan. I'm
I love
Yeah,
everything
I can do
about it.
this. I can do this. Oh, you're falling. Okay, let me fix you.
Yeah.
There you go.
Alright, so give influence to Starlight if she doesn't have it already. Clear a condition or mark potential.
And if she already has an influence over me, then she can shift my labels.
Correct.
I already have influence over you.
Yeah,
Alright,
so
so
can
you
shift
may
my
you may
labels.
shift Finn's labels.
Finn.
I have everything except superior. I have on 1.
Yeah, I can see.
Hmm.
I
you
think
can-
I think I'm actually going to shift your savior up, just because what you did was protect us,
Mm-hmm. And what will go
And
down?
you didn't kill the guy.
and you didn't kill the guy. So I'll actually shift your danger down.
So we go back to before I shifted it myself.
Awesome.
And I ended the session without any conditions, and with 1 extra potential in my bank.
Delightful.
Power
Bastard.
gaming.
All right. So next up is Nightshade, the dangerous supervillain, super menace, formerly known as Nightshade. What's up? Did you grow closer to the team? Did you grow into an image of yourself, or your own image of yourself, or do you grow away from the team?
I think Nightshade grew into his own image of himself.
Right, because you stepped out of the danger and into the savior.
Yep.
Makes perfect sense to me.
I saved a lot of people.
Shift 1 label up, another down.
All
So
right.
you're a superstar now. You're
Yeah.
a meme.
I think I'm going to
You're definitely trending.
shift my mundane down and my freak up.
Very good. All right. And last but not least, what I'm talking about. Starlight. Did you grow closer to the team, grow into your own image of yourself, or grow away from the team?
She grew closer to the team.
Who made you feel welcome?
Finn did, because he told her she could do it, and she did it.
That's true. It's absolutely true. So give influence to Finn if he doesn't have it already.
I already have it.
All right, so you may shift Starlight's labels.
I don't see. I don't.
She has 3 freak, 3 danger,
Oh
minus
no,
1
I can see
savior.
it. I can see the things. Okay. So I think. I think I will shift your danger down and your savior up.
Awesome.
She's now
also-
less dangerous.
Yes. Also, you may clear a condition or mark potential.
Well, I am going to mark a potential.
Awesome.
Because the potential of doing all the conditions in-game is just too juicy.
I get you. All right, and now, last but not least, White Sparrow, Iliana.
Says I.
Did you grow closer to the team, grow into your own image of yourself, or grow away from the team?
I grew closer to the team.
Who made you feel welcome?
Starlight proved without a doubt that when I tell her it's serious, she's got my back.
Of course I do!
It's almost like she could be trusted with that information all along.
Yes, it's almost like that.
Almost.
I mean,
And
it's
I
not like I
was-
don't want to share, it's just that I die if I do.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know, right? It's dangerous to share, but it kind of makes you wonder, doesn't it? Should people know? Will they all be this helpful? Food for thought.
Yeah, I think for Sparrow, a thing to consider is definitely with the increased scrutiny of this issue, maybe she should be the one to tell her team.
Yes, maybe she should. But maybe, oh maybe, that will bring doom on you. Oh, it's such a conundrum.
Doom.
And it could mean they will go away. We don't want that.
Yeah, indeed. They might shun you, knowing that there is something so great out there. Coming for you and you alone.
Exactly.
Yeah, maybe y'all like Raven better than Sparrow.
Oh, you can't see it. I'm fidgeting. Okay.
I actually have a question in that regard.
Yes.
because talking about it openly advances my doom track, but I don't know if this was openly.
No.
No, you sent a picture of a screaming raven in my face.
Yes. So I guess that means Starlight gets to shift my labels.
Yep, that's true.
Oh, White Sparrow.
That's a me.
That's you! But you kinda like your savior.
I do, but feel free to change it anyway.
Hmm.
Can always make me feel less mundane if you want, or more
Mundane.
freak, or more mundane, less of a freak, or
Well, I was thinking to actually shift your mundane up.
yeah.
Because you just realized that telling Starlight wasn't that bad idea because she actually came through for you. You're more of
It's
a
true.
person.
You have improved as a human being.
Yes.
And what goes down in return for that?
A freak.
Nice.
Will
nice,
you do it or
nice.
shall I?
I can do it for you.
Alright.
Okay.
Then also choose whether to clear condition or mark potential.
Me?
Yeah.
I think I will clear afraid because I'm no longer afraid, but I'm still guilty.
Very good. Also, you definitely stuck it to your doom this session.
Yes.
So that gives you something, I think.
Yes, let me just check. It's at the end of each session. Just have to find out what it says.
I don't think it says anything. I
At
think
the
it's a
end of
typo.
every session, answer the question: did you make progress on defeating your nemesis? If the answer is yes, mark potential. If the answer is no, mark your doom track.
Mark potential.
Yeah, I'd say you definitely did.
That's the only
stuck it
potential
to
I've
Raven.
gotten the entire session.
Good for you.
Yeah,
That means
but-
you didn't fuck up as much as other people.
And I think once she's had some time to think about it, the fact that she could cleanse the pool of Black Raven's influence by using love might spur some other thoughts.
Oh my. I'm sure we can't wait to find out what that means.
What?
But in
Sorry,
order
I
Go on.
missed it. My dad just said something to me.
Oh, just something hugely important that you will have to watch the videos to learn more of. Because in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, we are done for tonight. Thank you very much for watching and joining us and having just a blast playing Masks. It's fun game, engaging, well-written, smart. I had to get my training wheels out today because I haven't played for a long time, but you guys fell back into this game so swiftly and so easily. I'm very pleased with that. We got to see our
But it was
first person in
fun.
Mask. It's just very good. So, thank you so very
Quite
much.
naturally.
Thank you guys for playing with me, and thank you, dear viewing audience, for being here with us and enjoying yourself. We'll be back with more Masks as we head into what follows our first, admittedly longer issue of Halcyon City Defenders, and see what's up with these people when next we join them. In the meantime, however, bye!
Bye.
Bye.